Yeah, peace and love, peace and love. Peace out, fam. Yeah, man, let's talk about these two weirdos, man. This happened to go a little bit viral and I saw a couple of people talk about it, but I had to put my 2 cents in because I saw something in particular and I already know the narrative that's going to go. So let me just jump right in front of it. All right. But all right, not just these two, well, these two right here. All right. So this chick right here decided to do a divestors anthem. All right. We all know the divestors, and then there's the passport boys and whatever. All of them are clowns, but let's listen to the chorus to this divestor album or the divestor song. Call Dr. Umar, tell him what's up. The girls are stepping out. Tell them Dusties, you know what the Dusties are, to get up. Different races showing loyalty, respect, and plus a check. Ain't worried about, you got stretch marks and a couple kids ain't worried about all that. So this is the video right here of these clowns, and let me just sphere use, because again, I don't know how petty these people are, but yeah, this is her. But what made me do this video? Unfortunately, this black woman is Jamaican. All right. And in the climate that we're in right now, obviously, folks are trying to say, oh, well, you're the bigger coon, or, my master is better than your master, and so on. And y'all are this and that and all this dumb stuff, instead of just saying that this chick is just a weirdo. Obviously, I don't want to get too disparaging, but that's the main thing that I get off this. But that's the narrative that's going to come out, that she's a swirler. All of them come from the Caribbean, blah, 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 because a lot of you are idiots. But while watching this and doing a little bit of research on this, as you know, Google is your friend. So I typed in Google, in the Google search, simply interracial dating in the Caribbean. What's the ratio? Right? Or the ratio of interracial dating in Jamaica, right? I decided to do that and nothing came up. I looked in the images, I looked for videos. There is no ratio of interracial dating in Jamaica. And the reason why there isn't is because you really don't see that much down there. All right. If I go to Jamaica, I'm in the country, you don't see interracial couples like that unless you are in the city where there's money, where people are, basically in different places than where most of black folks are. So, but what I did see come up was the word loving. What does loving mean? Loving refers to the case in Virginia that legalized interracial marriage. It was a groundbreaking case. That's what came up. And what you have are people from the Caribbean who obviously come up here and they, date who they want. But you don't see that like that in the Caribbean or in Jamaica. Let's just stick with that, since Jamaica seems to be the enemy nowadays. All right. So let's get that out of the way. So what? This woman, okay, she happens to be Jamaican. You know that's going to come up. But secondly, calling Dr. Umar, Miss, Umar is a bum. This shows you that this woman probably isn't around too many black people. She doesn't know what's going on in the black community. She doesn't know who Umar is or what people think about him. Matter of fact, let's just go to what Umar thinks about interracial marriage.
And the third reason why they can't stand black folks is because God blessed us with supreme genetic reproductive superiority. Do you know what that means? A black man can make a black child with a white woman. A black man can make a black child with a Chinese woman. A black man can make a black child with an Arab woman. A black man.
Yeah, and as you see, this meme was in the video. Bro, what he said makes no sense. And most people who are products of interracial marriages, they'll tell you this. Shout out to Shinshia, the Chinese Jamaican. She'll tell you she's mixed. Shout out to Dak Prescott. He'll tell you he's mixed. Huh? Mariah will tell you she's mixed. Alicia Keys. All of them will tell you, will give props to their white mother or father. Obama. We can go down the list. So Umar just shows you this man doesn't know what the hell he's talking about. He never does, by the way. Never. All right. This is a guy you got to drag kicking and screaming to take care of his own black kids. He's go look at his Instagram, hugging up on black women, mostly. I'm not going to disparage him or nothing, but he's not looking to marry these chicks. Last time we saw, he was trying to get up with a stripper. How'd that go? So saying, oh, calling Dr. Umar doesn't care about that stuff. And based on what you just heard, what you're doing doesn't bother him because the kid he thinks is black anyways. So it'll be interesting if he responds to this. I mean, he responds to everything. He's responding to things that he's not even involved with, the Mideast crisis, what's going on between Saucy Santana and DJ Academics, anything but the school. So this is, you did him a favor, miss. You can have him talk about this nonsense instead of speaking about that bomb shelter that he's still collecting money for. But also, keep in mind, this woman right here, I don't think this marriage is based on anything solid. The fact that you're leading with interracial, why not just say, oh, I'm in a loving marriage? I got two cousins. Three of them actually. Okay, three of my favorite cousins actually. They're in interracial relationships. One of them is married to this white guy for about 40 years. Another one, she's just got married to a guy who's white. I don't care. I still love them to death. I don't care about that. What is troublesome is when you do like this goofy weirdo right here and try to make it like, oh, this white guy is doing what you black men couldn't do. Keep in mind, this woman has two black kids. All right. Now she had it from the same guy. How is she broad brushing every black man just because she had a bad relationship with her baby daddy? But let's say that there are two different fathers for both of those kids. Then isn't that a woman who doesn't make the right choices? Not according to Umar, though. This is why I'm glad he's getting sun like this. He's basically getting played because according to him, the black woman is never at fault. And of course, he'll never be at fault, so they can give him more money. But that's another story. So I don't think this marriage is on that heavy ground. All right. She's leading with the interracial, but also who's to say, oh boy, like when you listen to people who say, oh, I'm married interracially, I think everybody's a human being. And I agree too. But human beings, men are men, black, white, red, or yellow. We're all men. We like variety. Who's to say, miss, that he doesn't just see you as a fetish? All right. Who's to say he doesn't just see you as a fetish? I mean, hey, I had this Spanish chick. I had this Irish chick. I had this Japanese chick. I had this American chick, this chick from Mississippi, Cali. Yo, I'm with this Jamaican chick. I think I'm gonna have a baby with this chick. Go look at the shorts. He has a short where he's with nothing but white women, and then the short where he's with a bunch of white women. That's fine, but then she dressed up like she's from the hood, and he's like, oh, I chose this hood chick over. Again, just go check the shorts. You'll see all the weird shit. But here's a short that I found very interesting. This one right here. See, she says she had in one of the shorts where she was in the car with her husband and she was saying, do you see my kid as black or biracial? And he said, oh, I see them as black, blah, blah, blah. You know, I don't care if our kid sees, disowns the white side of me. He's black, blah, blah, blah. But in this video right here, this short, she talks about a close blood relative of the white side calling her kid, her biracial kid, a nigger in front of his grandmother, saying, how does it feel to have a nigger as a grandson? How about that one? She said this in front of her kid. First thing is, how does that guy feel so comfortable to say that about your kid in front of the grandmother? But the second thing, and the most important thing, since you said in the song, different races showing loyalty and respect, how is there not a story of this big, burly, Grizzly Adams / Paul Bunyan looking dude beating the brakes off that dude for disrespecting your child? Go look at those shorts. Those children are young. They are young. And you mean to tell me that that close blood relative of this guy disrespected your kid and called him the N-word in front of the grandmother and felt comfortable with doing that, and he did nothing? He didn't at least pull him in the room and like, you're not disrespecting? That's the thing, folks. All right. So the shorts will tell you everything. So again, so much to unpack. I'm just going to leave it at that. Hit the like button, share, subscribe, and remember, guys, I mean, people are people, right? We're all human beings. Till the next time, man, big up on yourself, man. And yeah,